Hey guys, Mustache here, this time with another variant Play Arts figure review, this time with the Star Wars Stormtrooper. This is number 3 in the variant Play Arts Star Wars line. We have Darth Vader number 1 and then Boba Fett number 2. I didn't pick up Boba Fett, I'm not a Boba Fett fan. But looking at the box here, as you can see, we get this awesome picture here with all these Stormtroopers. Going to the side, we do get a Star Wars variant Play Arts on the side. Going to the other side, we get an awesome picture here with a couple action poses, the figure by itself, as well as a very menacing pose up here, or face. And then on the side, we do get that continuation of the front picture. Looking at my box, I do have a bit of damage on this box. It's the first time I've ever had damage on a Play Arts box from Big Bad. But right there, and then on the bottom, so it looks like maybe it was rolling around in the box. Or maybe it was when they got it. So we'll go ahead and crack the front flap open, and as you can see, we get this awesome figure here, as well as this awesome picture. I'll go ahead and zoom in on it for you guys, so you guys can try to check that out. So go ahead and take your time and try to read that. I know it's a little harder in here. So like I said, he comes in a window box here. You get a picture, or the view of the figure, the view of some of the accessories like this blaster, as well as that Death Star. And then we get that awesome picture of kind of all of them together here. I would love to maybe get a couple more of these to recreate this scene, but more than likely I will just stick with the one of this guy. So let's go ahead and get into the box and check him out. So here he is, the Play Arts Kai Stormtrooper. He looks very cool. As you can see, like, the poses he can do just out of the box are very awesome, and some of the things you can see add to what he can do. Just to start off, as you can see, he does have these little spots here. These are so his arm can actually come a little more forward than they should. You have this holster here on the side, which is actually cut down the middle, so you can actually fit that the big blaster in there. As you can see on the back here, it does have the cut here where the oxygen tank is, so you can move that around, as well as on the back, so you can get the kind of dynamic poses like the front, like the forward or the back, as well as a lot of the stuff that you would see smaller on the Stormtrooper is a little more exaggerated, like these ammo packs, like you wouldn't see that, as well as this kind of knee here. So let's go ahead and get into the accessories first, as always. So let's get into it. So getting into the hands first, we go ahead and he does come with the 2 closed fists, but he also does come with a open hand here. He actually comes with 2 of these, one for each side. And I have the other one right here, along with this one. So, as you can see, the gun here, it does come with the effect part for the blast. And as you can see, it's really cool. The only bad part is mine got a little bent in the packaging, so I might have to heat that up a bit just to straighten it out. But as you can see, the gun looks very cool. With this other open hand, you can put that, under the gun and have him kind of rest the gun on there. And as you can see, there's the pistol holding hand there. So the gun looks very cool, as you can see. But one thing I noticed right when I took it out of the box was that if you actually take the hand off, you can't do it with the hand on. So let me go ahead and get this off. This piece right here, which rests along the shoulder, actually comes down. And you can actually put that right under the gun, so he can actually hold it down here instead, like that, or like this. Or you can actually have it down to where he can kind of be like that and try to, have a steady support on that gun. So like I said, we do actually get 2 of the gun shooting hands, not just for the one gun, but we actually get a second gun, which I didn't know about. I know it usually says on there what you get when you pre-order, but I didn't actually pay attention to that. I was just excited. We actually do get kind of like a sniper rifle. So that's very cool. So you can actually put the tripod down and have him maybe down there. There's the other hand there, the other gun hand. So it's very cool that we get 2 weapons with this guy. So that is the accessories. You get the 2 open hands, the 2 pistol holding hands, as well as he does come with the 2 closed fists on, as well as this beam effect, or the shot effect. As you can see, mine's a little pointed up, and it's in the gun perfectly fine. It's just, like I said, it was a little bent in there. And to change these out, you just pull them out. They're on a little peg there. So we'll go ahead and put it into the sniper rifle. And it just plugs in just like that. So that's very cool. I love that they added the effects with this one. I know they added the effects with Boba Fett, which was like a flame. And then they have the Force one as well as the beam saber one with Darth Vader. So that's very cool. It's a super nice touch. So let's go ahead and get into the articulation for the figure. Okay, so going into the articulation, we'll start off at the top as usual and go to the side. So going to his head here, he does look up about that far, down about that far. His neck waddle isn't too big. He does do side to side. He can do 360 degree. I do very much like the side to side because then poses like that look really cool. And going to the arms, his arms do go up about that far. They are hindered by these arm guards. They hit the neck piece. And then going to the arm, you do get 360 degree at the biceps for both of them. You do get a 90 degree bend here, no double, so just the 90 degree right there. And then going to the wrist, 360 at the wrist on both of these guys, as well as up and down or side to side depending on how you can move your ball joint. And then going over to the front, like I said before, he can go over about that far because of this little cutout in his chest. If you can see that there, it rests right there. And you can kind of get these poses where he's thinking, you know, thinking what Vader's thinking. Going to the abs, you do go down about that far, up about that far with the abs. And it's cool because you can't see any of the stuff on the inside. There's a really big bend right there, though. Going down to the actual waist, you can go down about that far, back about that far. And then you can actually do the side to side as well with that the mid-waist movement. Going down to the legs go, here, let me fix his little piece there. Legs go up about that far. They're not hindered by anything. And then they can go back about that far, and his leg just came off. Okay, and after that leg reattachment, his leg can do a little movement there. But as you can see, when you try to move the leg so much, the piece does come undone a little bit. The knee is on a double joint, so you can get 90 degrees there. And then going down to the feet, you can go up about that far, down about that far, and then they are on a swivel, so you can do 360 degree. So that's very nice. And so let's go ahead and get into poses with this guy and check him out. Having the PlayArts Kai Stormtrooper with the Darth Vader makes it look awesome. Like I said, it would be cool to get another one of these guys to put him on the other side. But doing the action poses like this, where, you know, he has the force choke or he's aiming away, does look very cool. Especially when you add some of the effect parts. Like if we add this gun piece here. Let's try to get it in frame to where it looks cool and it's not like bent. So when we add one of these, it does look super cool because it makes it look like he is kind of shooting off into the distance. We'll go ahead and also do the sniper pose and check that out as well. So looking at this guy, trying to get him into the downward sniper pose, it does not work. Just because of all the things he has on the front, it ends up looking like, you know, he's kind of like a beached whale. His legs are off the flat surface, and then he can barely reach the gun. So we'll go ahead and try to get him into something a little better. A sniper pose like this, or a pose where he's shooting, actually does work well with the longer gun. Even though it does come with the monopod, it's just something that doesn't work in that stance. Maybe if he was upright or on his knees, and then using it on like a rock or something, kind of like how it shows off in the box here, it would probably be better looking. I do very much like this figure. It's definitely one to go up with your PlayArts Kai Darth Vader. Like I said, or like I keep saying, multiple of these guys look really cool. I can't wait to see what else they're coming out with. I know they did approve the, I think a Darth Sidious, as well as for sure a Darth Maul. And then of course, if you wanted to, you could always pick up the Boba Fett one as well. So, you know, these figures are great. I'm loving the variant PlayArts line with the Batman, with Star Wars. I can't wait to see what else they're coming out with. Oh, as well as the Marvel ones. The Marvel ones look really cool as well. So if you do get a chance to pick up this guy ended up being $120, I want to say $133 after shipping and handling and all that. So definitely pick this guy up. Mustache again. Peace.